Building with Papa. Okay, my massage chair stopped working. So I went on YouTube to see if I can find this massage chair and see if somebody would put up a video on how to repair it, but there was none. So I turned it on its side. I take this nut off, and then that releases the side handle, and I slid it off. Now, this probably wasn't the best way. I could have left it on the ground, but I thought it would make it easier for me to get to everything, but that wasn't the case. So I had to take off this piston, take the carter pit out, because the back was stuck in a position to where I couldn't get to all the screws. So I had to move it and try and get to all the screws to pull off this cap. I didn't show you where I took it off, but I do have it there at the end where I show you where all the screws are. I was a little anxious at trying to get this off if I could find what was going on. I unplugged these wires, but that wasn't necessary. But do make sure you unplug the power cable before you do any of this. Okay, well, this case was a little rough to get out, but I was able to get it out without breaking anything. And now, when I found a site, I had to Google this chair, and there was some people who had been talking about this chair back in 2016, and they all concluded that it was this transformer. So I decided to remove it and unplug it and then see if I can locate one. But this website was very helpful, and it told me a place where I was able to purchase it, and I'm going to show you that also. Okay, now I removed this, but save all these little rubber ends. I wind up reusing them, even though they gave me new ones with the new transformer. All right, now I'm unplugging the different wires, which there's a total of 6 wires on the one that was on the chair originally. So there's 2 blue wires that are right here at this end, and then 2 yellow wires that are there at that other end. So I tried to remove them in somewhat of an order that it was on this transformer, so I can keep an eye on it. You had a blue and a yellow that were together, and a blue and the other blue and yellow that were together, and then your power. This one has 6 wires. Here's a printout of what they were talking about on which wires should go together. So now I have the new transformer, and when I open it up, it actually has 8 wires. So that diagram that I just showed you is very helpful on which wires are going to go where. They have their primary set and the secondary set. So this transformer is shorter. It's not as tall as the one that I took out, but it's a little wider. And it winds up working out very well. As you can see here, these 4 wires are your primary, and these other 4 wires are your secondary. Now, it's not coming out exactly like the other one, so please follow the diagram. It does work out. I wind up reusing these ends, so I cut them, and then I solder them together and put them on the correct wires. And here is the paperwork that comes with the new transformer. And as you can see at the bottom, it tells you the primary and the secondary wires. Okay, I have all these pieces for the new transformer. It's a rubber ends for the top and bottom, and a cap. Anyway, this is how I did it. I took the primary wires, the blue and the purple, go to the black, and the brown and the gray to the neutral, the white. I took the yellow and I put it on the red. Then I took the other yellow and I put it on the black. Then one of the blues went to the orange and the other blue went to the yellow. This is how this person had put it all together, and it works. So I just followed the same instructions, and now putting it back together. This one's a little bit bigger, but it does fit in there. Now, my other transformer, it had a blue and yellow on one side, blue and yellow on the other. So I went from right to left, and I decided to put those on the terminals. So the first one was blue. I put it where the first one was on my old transformer, and the other blue I put on the next one. So I felt confident that the blues were correct. But again, I wasn't 100% sure. Now the yellows, I took the first one again and put it to where the first blue and yellow that was on the original transformer, when I pulled it off, it went in this location. So I put that one there. And then the next one, yellow, went onto the other slot, onto that terminal. And it went together pretty easy. And just slide them on. And I'm going to test it out before I put the chair back together. All right, now you put the transformer on. I didn't change the bolt. I left the old bolt in there, but not realizing it was a little bit longer than the other one. I made sure I put the rubber pads down, left the old rubber pad in, and put the new rubber pads in on the bottom and also in the top, hoping that it would take up some more of the space when I put the nut back on. But it didn't. So what I did is I wound up adding some washers, and it worked out quite well. You might want to use the bolt that they give you. This one seemed much stronger, so I elected to leave it. All right, now once you get this all together and screwed down, bolted down, now you go ahead and put your power wires together. This is the last set. Okay, now once you get these together, test it out and see if it's working. If it's working now, then you can start putting everything back together. All right, let's see. Turn it on. And there we go. It's working. All right. Well, this chair cost me over $5,000 when I bought it. And now for $68, it's working just like new. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it completely back together. I'm going to show you these were the screws that I didn't show you in the beginning that you had to take out. And the other two that are in these holes right there and there, those were really tough to get out. But I was able to do it, put it all back together, and now I'm happy again that my chair is working. Put the side on and put the wing nut back on. It's really simple. I was a little worried about it in the beginning because I didn't have a video to look at. Now there's one up here for this chair. All right. Let's try it out again. Look at that. Okay. I'm really happy It took me a week to get the part, and then I waited another week, but I finally got it all done. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you, and if you can, leave me a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. See you on the next one.